Ventura County Community College District.
Wow, someone had to follow that. It's me. Congratulations, girls. Truly, truly amazing. My name's Dianne McKay, and I am incredibly honored to introduce the Professional Fundraiser of the Year. Any of us that have worked on nonprofit boards and we put our time, talent, and treasure know that it can't be done well without a great executive director leading you. And actually, they're the ones that go out and raise the funds and get the job done. Often the volunteers get the credit, but there's always a professional there. I've met many capable, formidable fundraisers, but this one stands out. Her professionalism always, her creative thinking, knowledge, and integrity are really expected at this level of the business. So what makes Ann Paul King so special? Lots of things, but here's what I know, and just indulge me a little history. That's not in the book. She has, in her 25-year career, raised funds professionally for the American Heart Association, American University, Trinity University. She created the first development office for Volunteers of America, raising $12 million from new donors in their first 3 years. And yep, new donors, those are the hard ones. When I first got to meet her, we were blessed. She moved to Thousand Oaks to Ventura County. Thank you, Brewster, for helping her choose to move there with your two beautiful children. I met Ann shortly after this. We were part of the fledgling Conejo Schools Foundation board, and we were really lucky. We didn't know it, but we were so lucky because we didn't really know what we were doing. PTA fundraising and booster clubs was kind of maxed me out on my level of expertise. And she knew all the things that we didn't know to make us real. She was our Geppetto. She turned us into a real foundation. She did the 501c3 filing. She figured out, we need a database to put all that donor stuff in, and there's forms to file and state regulations. And then aside from that, there's money that you have to raise. And who wants to do that? I want to go out and talk about schools and do all the fun stuff. And Ann did direct mailings and employee giving campaigns and actually raised really good money to put it on a track of success for the Conejo Valley and its students. And as it often works, when there's one person doing all the heavy lifting, we did burn her out. And eventually, after we were all on the right track and doing really well, Ann did step back and spend some time with her children, which in Ann world means she worked for her church, Holy Trinity, and the preschool Honey Tree, and she was a Girl Scout leader, and she taught art at the elementary school, and she raised funds for the schools. And so you get the picture. That's Ann's taking a step back to figure out what she's going to do next. And so then we were so lucky, and I was so thrilled when this formidable fundraiser, an incredible person, decided to step into the community college business. For those of you that know, I am on the community college board, have been for 10 years. And Ann could raise funds for literally anyone, and there are so many incredible organizations out here who would be blessed to have her among all things, but she chose community college. I mean, what a great, great thing. Yes, there's big independent schools, with buildings to name and endowments to build. I mean, a couple billion more for Harvard, come on. But seriously, community college is a place for everyone. It's for, the honor student that didn't get into their top school. It's for the dreamers, all kinds, DACA, and just the single mom dreamers, the single dad dreamers, those who want to do a little better in their job, someone who maybe only want to work one job with a living wage instead of 3 jobs to feed their family. That's what we do at community college, and we can't do it with what the state gives us. We need our foundations to provide the scholarships and the books and the support system that they all need to be successful at our colleges. So Ann, she picked well. You get so much bang for your buck to see someone succeed in front of you at community college. You can see the students, you see them grow, you see their life change, you see their children's life change, you see their entire family change if they're the first in a family to ever go to college. So I just want to thank her from the bottom of my heart that she has created community partnerships so that we can have more diesel mechanics, so that more people can be exposed to the arts, so that we can fill those unmet STEM needs and fill the jobs here with the students and the population here in Ventura County and Santa Barbara counties. Because we can do it, and we can do it with a fearless fighter like Dianne. So I truly can't imagine a more worthy cause or a more worthy person to be recognized for this than my good friend Dianne Paul King.
Dianne, I'm honored by you. You are an incredible example of what it means to be a public servant, and I am so grateful for you and your words in your introduction. I'm going to tell you a little story. I stumbled, and this is new news for my staff, I stumbled on a cryptic sentence deep in an email string some months ago from Jerry Pantoja, my rock star fundraiser, our director of major gifts, which led me to say to my husband that night, I'm not sure what that was about, but I know one thing. I will never, ever get that award. So many people at my level do such great work. That is for a different life in an alternative reality. It is impossible for me to convey to you exactly what it felt like when Julie Harvey, my incredibly talented development manager, announced in front of my board and my exceptional staff that I had been secretly nominated and that I had been selected to receive this honor. The word overwhelmed doesn't touch this. I have rewritten this speech a few times. And when I rehearsed what I thought was my final draft in front of my most honest champion, the love of my life, my husband, Brewster King, he said, well, that'll do. But really, people are more interested in the things that you do because of who you are. That is the first tip for success. Have people in your life that will really give you feedback, real feedback, and then really listen for the truth in what they have to say. Dianne McKay gave me good advice too. She said, you've got to answer one question. Why would someone with your resume and your talent work to support a community college? So that gets me to my second imperative in our work. Each of us must believe that the cause that we represent is imperative to address. So let me tell you about the 13,000 students at Ventura College. 30% are housing insecure. 40% are the first in their families to go to college. 50% on any given day are food insecure and don't know where their next meal is coming from. 60% live under the federal poverty line. That's $36,000 for a family of 4 annually. And that's not adjusted for the cost of living here. And still, these students show up. They go to college. And even with all those barriers, both systematic and personal, so many of these students, over 2,000, graduate every year. Over 800 successfully transfer to Cal State's and UC schools. Most with little or no debt. These statistics are not uncommon. Community colleges are on the forefront of social justice, the resolution of which impacts each and every one of us. Over 50% of California's college students go to community colleges, and yet 1/10 of the state's higher education budget is spent on them. I have never worked at a place where private donations go so far, make a difference so quickly for so many. What we do together really matters. The stakes for our work in the nonprofit sector are very high, and so the people that we serve and the missions that we execute deserve our very, very best. I want to thank the Association of Fundraising Professionals and our chapter board, not only for this honor, but for your critical work. This international organization, in large part, is responsible for the professionalization of the nonprofit industry. And I am grateful for other key organizations that also bring essential excellence and sophistication to our sector. We should not be afraid of that. We should embrace those things. Like the Center for Nonprofit Leadership, led by our extraordinary Ms. Dianne. The quality of our investment in our operations and administration is vital. The Ventura College Foundation Board, many of whom are here today, I'm so grateful for all of you. We run a $2.9 million small business. Yep, I said small business, and that is true. And we have $26 million in assets. It's very important that we run our organization as a well-run business with an eye towards growth and innovation. In the nonprofit sector, the products of our business, that our businesses produce, are the improvement of lives and the betterment of our community. It is imperative that our standards for excellence, return on investment, professionalism, trust, transparency, and integrity must be at the highest level, and that those elements are the lenses that we view our every decision. The people and the community that we serve deserve nothing less, and our donors should and do demand it. None of us achieve our success alone. We thrive and grow through true partnerships. My productive and dynamic relationships with Ventura College President, Dr. Kim Hoffmans, and our board chair, Mr. Rob Van Newberg, allow for us to find the best solutions and unearth the best ideas, and so I thank you. Asking for and using key advice from philanthropic leaders like the extraordinary Elise and Bill Kearney allows us their guidance and their support allows us to grow our services to these incredible students. And when board members like Mayor Matt Levere from Ventura bring their partnerships and companies like Gibbs Truck Centers and Mission Produce to campus, innovation is made possible and workforce readiness is elevated. And when foundation staff members support campus leaders like Robert Lawson, the chair of our Performing Arts Department, we help provide structure for his great friendship and work with great ladies like Miriam Schwab that resulted in a $12 million gift to our instrumental music and aquatics program. Each of us here does exciting and fulfilling work, don't we? And it requires hard work, doesn't it? Yeah. Connections with friends and fellow leaders across the industry is so important to maintain my energy and focus. So I honor Jeff Green, CEO of the Santa Barbara City College Foundation. And Stacy Swanson, who used to be with CLU, and they're grieving over that, but she's now the Chief Advancement Officer for Providence High School. Your friendship and advice and vision from both of you have been invaluable to me. I'm so grateful for the work that all the nonprofit champions here do today. I am so honored to work with you and be among you. I will treasure this recognition today always. I have been blessed by you and this honor, and I just thank you so much.